How we doing, everybody? Good.
Josh, you want to walk us through that hurdle?
Yeah, obviously third down, they gave us a man look. First, second option really weren't there, so I just kind of felt the lane. And obviously knowing the situation, how the game was going, I just felt like, we needed something to get a first down there. And again, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to help our team win a football game. And in my mind, that was at the top of the list.
Did you know you were going to clear him? Did you know
You really never know until it happens. It's just one of those split-second decision things that sometimes you got to get lucky for. And, being a bigger guy, I understand that sometimes they're going to try to hit low, and in that situation, it worked out.
How much fun was it for you to be just throwing the ball deep so many times tonight?
It was good. I mean, it was one of those games. I was talking to some of the guys. I know we didn't have a lot of plays. We didn't have really a lot of third downs, really a lot of first downs. But we had a lot of explosive plays. Guys got open, made some unbelievable plays. E ran a great route. Dawson ad-libbing. And again, just our backs, were big when they were trying to go with the cover two stuff, getting it to them and just getting it to them quick and just getting some rack after that. But our guys made some plays, and again, when you have a defense that can go out there and play against a really good offense, maybe one of the best offenses in the league, and do that, it's very reassuring.
What's Dawson doing different this season, and how does having a tight end that catches a touchdown every week change the offense for you?
I don't know if he's doing anything different per se. He's just making plays. He's getting open. I trust him. I've trusted him, ever since I've known him. I think he's trusting himself now, understanding that every play, there's a potential of him getting the ball. He runs the right routes. I've mentioned before, he's one of our better blockers, and I'd say he's one of the better blocking tight ends in the league. And he just comes to work each and every day and just wants to help this team win football games.
Emmanuel just talked about your throw on the first touchdown. I don't know how he went on and on about it. How did you feel about it when you let that one go?
I felt good off the hand, and obviously the result is what we wanted. But throughout the game, just a couple mental errors, especially coming out of halftime, missing Steph on a stop. We called a play. I thought it was something else, so I got to clean that up and make sure I'm, in tune with everything and on target there. There's a lot of stuff that we probably left out there, and again, we'll watch the film tomorrow and try to fix it and then move on.
What was your message inside the huddle in the fourth quarter when they cut it to 11 points? You guys have it on the 15-yard line, and knowing that they kind of started to make it a game there, what was the message?
Yeah, we just wanted to put together a good drive, we were fortunate enough to do that. Like I said, we had guys make some plays. We knew that if we can go down there and score, especially with how much time was left. But again, this is an offense where it doesn't matter really how much time or how many points they're down. They've shown it time and time again to be able to come back from deficits like those. So we had to continue to apply the pressure and continue to be us.
So, Josh, for you to beat a team like that, what's the message that you guys sent to the rest of the AFC? And more importantly, what's the message in the locker room? How does this, as a team, how do you compartmentalize this win? What does it say about it?
Well, I think, as it is your guys' job, I think this is going to be made a bigger deal than what it is. We are in week 5. Last time I checked, 4 wins doesn't get you into the playoffs. We came into a hostile environment, played a really good team, ended up with a win, and that's our goal each and every week. And to come out here and to be resilient through the lightning delays and a couple plays here or there. But again, I'm proud of our team for how we handled the situation. Coming in, like I said, away games are never easy, no matter who you're playing. And each week it's a different situation, different matchup. So you gotta go out there and execute a game plan. That's what we did today, and that's what we're gonna have to continue to do.
Given your history with this team, though, Josh, and what happened last year, does it feel like you cleared some sort of a hurdle? No pun intended there.
That's a good one. No, I mean I think. Again, just that's why you play the game. It's a week-by-week league, and you're either on top of the world or you need everybody fired and change everything up. And we just wanted to come out here and try to execute a game plan. Our coaching staff did a great job, offense and defense, putting together a game plan. It was our job to come out here and execute it. But again, it's one game, and we're not going to try to make this a bigger deal than what it needs to be. And if we lost this game, we wouldn't have made it a bigger deal than we need it to be. Because again, there's still a whole lot of football left in this season, and we got to continue to stack wins.
Josh, the Chiefs being a team.
All right, so here we go. You allowed 28 or more first 5 games of the season in NFL history, you don't want to be on this list. And by the way, for the Chiefs, it's actually 29 or more. They allowed 29 week 1 to Cleveland. Everybody else has cleared that hurdle and been in the 30s, including Buffalo, put up 38 tonight. So it's the first time in almost a decade that anybody's done it. And when your defense is bad, it puts pressure on your offense. They start pressing, and you end up with stats like Pat Mahomes already has more interceptions than he had all of last year. Here's Mahomes after the loss.
Yeah, I mean, it's just we're seeing different defenses that we have seen in the past. Trying to read, we have a lot of stuff where we read coverages and run routes to different spots, and we're just not on that same page. But I have the trust in these guys that we'll figure that out. If that's me knowing what they're thinking, me and them knowing what I'm thinking, and that's what makes our offense so good. So it's something that I don't want to lose. It's just about us practicing, going to work every single day, and kind of being on that same page.
Just to clarify, it's not a guy running the wrong route as much as he's got options on the play. You guys are just not thinking.
Yeah, it's that. I mean, we kind of recognize coverages as we run routes, and that's what's made us so good over the past few years. Is as teams can have the right coverage called, but we can run a route a certain way. So guys, the guys are seeing coverages differently than I am. I mean, they're different coverages than I don't think anyone else has faced coverages like we've faced these last few games. And so once we get on the same page and kind of get that thing rolling, I think we'll be back to where we're at.
What did you see on the fourth down play in the second quarter? I know you guys are on the plus side of the field, but what happened there on that play? I think you tried to scramble.
Yeah, it was. You're talking about the one we didn't get, right? Yeah, it was. We ran a play. We had a good play called man coverage. They covered it well. I was kind of out route to Tyreek on the left side, so I reset back and try to find Kelsey as my kind of last read in that progression, and they covered it well. And they had a spy for me, so I was trying to decide if I was going to try to outrun them, stuff like that. And then it's fourth down, so I try to just put one up and let the big Kelsey try to make a play, and dude made a good play and got a hand on it.
Patrick, Josh Gordon's first game with you guys. Your initial thoughts on him?
Yeah, he's someone that's going to help us, man. I mean, how physical he is. The teams are playing us in man coverage like they did today, especially on third downs. Once he gets a full grasp of the offense, it's going to be hard for them to man him up. It'll take some pressure off Tyreek, take some pressure off McCole and Trav, because they kind of have guys where a lot of people focusing on them, and having a big guy like that when teams are playing man coverage is going to help us.
A couple quick ones. What do you guys call the play where the little chest pass to Kelsey? Is that an interesting name? Touchdown?
Yeah, I won't say. You can ask Kelsey about it.
And on the interceptions, he seems like you've been a little snake bit or unlucky this year. I mean, Tyreek doesn't normally have them come out of his hands and go for a pick six. You feel like you've kind of been a little bit lucky before? Maybe some unluck has come your way this year?
Yeah, I think everything kind of comes back to the middle at the end of the day. So, I mean, if hopefully that if I'm unlucky now at the beginning of the season, as we get to the end of the season, it kind of goes back the other way. And so I've never been someone I've been kind of a crazier player as far as scrambling and making throws, but in my career, I've never been someone to throw a lot of interceptions. And so I kind of have to look at it now and go back and reevaluate what I'm doing and I have to cut it out. I mean, at the end of the day, if you cut out those turnovers, it's a different ballgame. I don't know if we win, but it's definitely a different ballgame.
A couple more guys. I know we're going to find out about the injury status of Clyde in the coming days. Did you say anything to him? What was the communication like as he had to leave the game?
Yeah, man. I mean, obviously he's upset. He wants to play. I mean, he had the injury at the end of last year, and he's been rolling these last few weeks. And so he's upset. I mean, I don't know I haven't get to talk to him after yet. But hopefully it's nothing too serious, and we can have him back this season.
Last one.
Patrick, Tyron was in here a little while ago talking about he thought maybe you guys were having trouble matching the intensity of all the teams you're playing. Do you feel like it's becoming a burden, taking everybody's best shot every week?
I wouldn't want it any other way. I want to be prepared as possible to play in the playoffs and to try to make it to the Super Bowl. And if that means we're going to get the best shot from every single team, I'm ready for the challenge.
All right, Dave. Thanks, man.
All right, so Kansas City gets their doors blown off in their own barn. They now have more losses than they had all of last year. Mahomes already has more interceptions than he had all of last year, and the Chiefs are in last place.
Want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.